Hi, welcome to a video by Archangel Raphael. So this video is going to be about suicide, and Raphael's going to talk about this. He's going to talk about the karmic consequences of this, and any other information. So I'm just going to let Raphael come in and speak. I would like you to know that what I am seeing about suicide is that it is very much about the way that it happens that determines what the karma is, what it actually means for the soul. So I will say that very occasionally taking your own life is something that is actually in one way or another preferred on a soul level. But this is very occasionally, and that is when there is really so much to deal with on earth that it is literally impossible for the soul to be able to do it, because there is just too much. So an example of this can be someone who is trapped in terrible circumstances, very dark circumstances, and by this I mean something very extreme indeed, where they are not able to escape. It can even be something very demonic, dark, where they are not able to access light because of the darkness around. And in this scenario, if they choose to take their life, I see that many light beings will immediately come in to help them, to recover and to move forwards from this life into a new life which is a lot brighter and lighter. But this is very rare. For others, it is something that they can do because they are not able to cope on a personality level, but their soul wishes to continue. It can be something they do because they feel fed up on an emotional level, and then when they do it, they regret it because they realize that their soul wanted to continue. So for them, their lesson is to move beyond their emotional state and to be able to access their soul. So in their next life, they will be learning about this, learning to master their emotions, learning to go deeper. So for them, the karma is all about going beyond a particular state in order to access a greater light from within. For other people, it is very much about something else. It can be that they are in some way or another possessed by negative entities. They have problems on other levels, and then they end up taking their life. And for them, it is actually about learning to be more in their own energy. So for them, karmically, it is going to be about actually going deeper into themselves, and their next life will have learnings about this. So what I will say about karma is that it will be according to what the conditions are, and people will have their own learnings. But what I will say generally about suicide is that it is something that happens because there is something wrong for the person who is on earth. And what can be wrong can either be to do with that person, something that has infiltrated them or their life, a negative energy, an entity, or it can actually be just because there is just too much darkness around them, too many problems, and literally their soul cannot cope. So sometimes it is the soul that decides, it is not the personality. On some rare occasions, the soul has just had enough. It is all too much. And really, there is no other way out for them. They feel this inside, and they choose to take their own life. But in other scenarios, in many scenarios, something can happen on the earth plane. The person is able to change their state emotionally and feel better, or something is able to be cleared on other levels. So what I will say is whatever the learning is for the soul, they will continue to learn it in their next life. And that is where the karma is. I will say for loved ones, it is also very traumatic when people take their own life. And the karma for the person who takes their life will also be that in their next life, loved ones will have some fear around them doing this again. And this is something that can linger for a while. I will also say that when it comes to suicide, don't ever feel that it is something that is final, because remember that everyone who takes their life will come back, that death is never final, and it is really good for you to know this, and you can help those who have taken their own lives by actually bringing in more light for them on a soul level, helping them to ascend, and then asking that all is resolved in a really harmonious way. Do not ever feel that death is final, and I am giving this message because I want you to know that whatever happens, it is always going to be that balance and harmony will be restored. And by actually having a feeling inside towards someone that you would like them to be well, that you would like things to be resolved, it helps it to happen. So I hope you know this, that death is not final, that whatever happens, all will be made right again. And I do work very hard to bring people comfort and reassurance when loved ones take their lives. I work really hard to bring peace and harmony back, and to resolve problems that have been on earth, and to make things easier for the one who has taken their life. So when they come back, their next life is better and clearer. So I would like you to know this, that when someone takes their life, also a lot is also cleared for them. Things do happen for them on other levels, and things are cleared as well. So when they come back in their next life, something will be clearer for them, because many light beings come in to help. I have no more messages about this. Yes, thank you everyone for listening, and yeah, I hope you all found this video helpful, and much love to all of you.